The whole thing with religion is it's designed to keep you from ever knowing yourself. And this whole good versus bad thing, this whole sin thing, it doesn't exist. There is no sin. It's just you being a human being. For a lot of people, it's very difficult to allow themselves to truly accept that, because accepting that means you're accepting yourself, and you're accepting the dark parts of you with the light parts of you, the parts that you're not too happy with the parts that you love, and you learn to dance with them, and you learn to be okay that yes, I'm a human being, and sometimes I'm going to be very disciplined, and sometimes I'm not, and everything is gonna be okay.
Religion? Jewish? Okay, go to room 21, but be very quiet when you pass room 8. Muslim? Okay, go to room 50, but be very quiet when you pass room 8. Agnostic? Okay, go to room 71, but be very quiet when you pass room 8. Why must we all be quiet when we pass room 8? Oh, the Catholics are in room 8, but they think they're the only ones here.
Black people had Africa, that big old continent over there. They never built one boat that was seaworthy. Not one. There's not one monument in Africa, in all of Africa. I know you're talking about Egypt. Egypt is not Africa. There are no great cities that were built. Even before the first colonization of white people coming to the shores of Africa or the slave ships, black men built nothing. No sewer system, no houses above one level, and none of them made out of stone. All of them made out of grass and wood. Black men, before the white man ever got to Africa. The worst thing that could ever happen to South Africa was when they gave it to Nelson Mandela and black folk. That was a great nation. Now, notwithstanding apartheid was wrong, we all know it's wrong. I'm against it. There should have been some other resolution, though, than turning it over to Nelson Mandela. Disease, AIDS, and crime is running wild in Johannesburg.
That day is going to come when the sky is cracked and Jesus Christ comes again, and every eye will see him when he comes again.
Remove the shoe. Remove the shoe. You shoe no wrong, one shoe no wrong. Take your passport. Take your passport. Take your passport. This simple group. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women.
Been a part of your life. You've been called ugly. You've been called a bitch before. Yeah. I command the spirit of bitch to come out. I command the spirit of bitch to come out. Everyone that called you a bitch. Everyone that called you a.
For 2 days, this man died since Friday. Hey. Elliot. Rise up. Yes. Come on. Come on.
A pussy. Hey, bring the camera, son. Bring the camera. All the young girls who want to make life with pussy, your pussy will perish with you in hell. May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, creamier pussy, and tight pussy perish.
I would answer the question, religious about what? All right? In other words, I have a strong belief, and I act on what? For one thing, I am a prisoner of war, so what my actions are, does not reflect how I would do it if I wasn't a prisoner of war, but since I am a prisoner of war, I don't really know what my religion is, except I call it eclectic pluralism. That's described in the textbook itself. Eclectic pluralism means I'm still trying to learn.
Okay, still learning. Okay, I got you.
I'm still trying to learn what the real religion is, since everybody says, who is religious, says they have the real religion. So if everybody is saying that they have the real religion, and they say that the religion is different from somebody else's religion, then what is the real religion if you are a person who is trying to be religious? And you're trying to find out what the real religion is. So I say that I'm still trying to find out, because people are killing each other about what the real religion is. And I don't want to get into another argument or another fight and add to that chaos. I'm just trying to stand there and find out from somebody who really knows what the real religion is. And what do I do to prove that that's the real religion?
Okay.
What am I supposed to do? And I have to ask everybody of every religion this.
Okay.
So I say, that's why I always say, I'm still learning. See, I don't have a strong belief backed up by action, because the white supremacists teach me a whole bunch of different things. And so the only thing I know is that I'm drifting. I mean, if you're asking, what is the name of my religion, I say eclectic pluralism. I had to give it that title. That's a compensatory title. Right. Meaning what? I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find my way. I'm trying to find out where the real religion is.
Still learning.
Because everybody that I talk to about religion, who has a religion, says that they have the real religion. And sometimes they'll say all other religions are false. I heard a priest once say that you can't get into heaven if you're not Catholic.
Oh, man.
I was told that many years ago, back in the 1950s. So you can forget about going to heaven if you're not Catholic. Just forget about it. I mean, you're just wasting your time. Said that directly.
Wow.
Because, and I was kind of, that's the first time I'd ever heard that. Now, maybe that priest was out of line, because maybe there are other priests who will say, Catholic priests who will say, no, you never tell nobody that. But that's what that priest told me.
Wow. Yeah.
So then I found out just from that experience that sometimes even people of the same religion don't agree.
Yeah.
All right?
According to compensatory counter-racist logic, religion means the sum total of everything a person thinks and everything that he or she says, plus everything that he or she does. A religion includes all parts of a person's existence, each minute of each day. Even if those parts are never put into words, they are still a part of a person's religion if that person willfully and deliberately speaks and acts according to those parts. Religion is not separate from existence, nor is it separate from any part of existence. To put an end to unnecessary arguments about what religion does or does not mean, pay greater attention to what people actually do and compare what they actually do with what they themselves have said that their choice of religion requires them to do. According to compensatory counter-racist logic and or the law of compensation, there is reason to believe that in the known universe, a force or power exists that is greater than the mind power and the body power of all the people of the known universe combined. This force is most often referred to as all power, God, Yahweh, the Creator, the Great Spirit, Allah, etc., and is the greatest force in the known universe. Though there has been great disagreement about the form of this force, there's little disagreement about the existence of this power and or the existence of a closely interrelated combination of forces that causes this power. The white supremacists, racist man and racist woman collectively, however, function as their own religion. They are the God of their own religion, and they accept no other God that, unlike themselves, does not speak and or act in support of white supremacy. They speak and act as if any God worthy of their serious attention must be white in appearance and must assist in whatever they choose to do in regards to non-white people. According to compensatory counter-racist logic, no person who practices the religion of white supremacy practices any religion other than the religion of white supremacy. Those white people who practice the religion of white supremacy do, however, sometimes use other religious titles. They do this as a way of better deceiving their victims into believing that they are not white supremacists. In the known universe, the white people who maintain the system of white supremacy have so far succeeded in requiring that no part of any religion will be practiced in any other manner that results in substantial damage to the elimination of the system of white supremacy. Racist man and racist woman do not care what religion a non-white person prays about, talks about, or sings about, as long as that non-white person does nothing to effectively harm the practice of the religion of white supremacy. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Happy Monday. I'm Joseph Ward. For all my new viewers, for all the returning viewers, y'all already know I love you. We're picking up on Area 7 of the Compensatory Counter-Racist Code, and Area 7 is the area of religion. We're starting on page 261. And remember, this is the United Independent Compensatory Counter-Racist Code concept, a compensatory counter-racist code, a textbook workbook for thought, speech, and or action for victims of white supremacy. So we're talking about religion. What is religion? How is religion used? Why are we religious? What is the best religion? Is there a religion that is the religion? So Neely Fuller is asserting under counter-racist logic that yes, multiple religions exist, but the only religion that is actually truly practiced and the only religion on this earth that has more power over the other religions and it's able to negatively affect the other religions is the religion of white supremacy. That is the one religion that is the powerful religion. This is the religion of the white supremacists, the religion of white supremacy, right? Because as I started out, he's saying religion is everything that you do. Because think about it, we say, well, this person does this religiously, right? Religion, according to counter-racist logic, religion is everything that you do. How you walk, how you talk, how you think, how you behave, how you interact with other people. All those things go into your religion because your religion affects every area of your life. But he's also asserting that whatever religion, if you do not subscribe to the religion of white supremacy, so whatever religion that you do subscribe to, if you are not using that religion to end the system of white supremacy and produce justice, then that religion does not have more power, or that religion is not being used correctly, or that religion may not have more power than the religion of white supremacy. The religion of white supremacy is what the white supremacists are employing on the world. And there are those who practice the religion of white supremacy consciously and unconsciously. So he's not even going that religion as far as the normal way that people would talk about religion and how religion affects the Black community. He's going in the direction of the religion of white supremacy is the only religion right now that we need to concentrate on, because this is the religion that most affects us. You can call yourself a Christian, a Muslim, a Jew, a Buddhist, a Catholic, a Protestant, whatever you want to call yourself. But the religion of white supremacy is the true religion, because a lot of these people who, like he said in the book, a lot of these people in these other religions, these religions are masked for their practice of white supremacy. They use these as catalysts or as vehicles so they can practice the system of white supremacy. But it's helping to suppress those religions and suppress the people within those religions, so those people will not be a threat to the system of white supremacy. Remember, everything they do in every area of activity, because that's basically what Neely Fuller is getting at. Every area of human activity, racism affects every area, but this is how the specific area of religion is affected. It's used to suppress anything that would challenge the system of white supremacy. So that's why nowadays the Black church, for the most part, does not challenge the system of white supremacy the way the Black church did in the past. Nat Turner was a preacher. Look at Dr. King. Malcolm X was not a Christian, but Malcolm X was a Muslim, part of a religion, and the mosque and the Nation of Islam challenged white supremacy, right? So we can't have that no more. Look at how churches use. Look at the opening clips. The Black church is more of a spectacle today than anything. All right. So here's a question. Are white people devils? are non-white people devils? The answer is the only people who can recognize a devil are people who can recognize a God. So yeah, I'm still rapping. I'm not gonna act like I really understand that. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I'm not gonna act like I truly understand that, but I think I kind of get it because, and this is what I'm thinking. If you can recognize evil, or if you used to recognize evil, you'll know good when you see it, because it'll be different. I'm guessing. So, but like I said first, I don't fully understand that, but that's something that I'm chewing on. The only people who can recognize the devil are the people who can recognize a God. If you get that better than I do, drop it in the comments and help all of us out. Because I'm not gonna act like I know it all, but I think that's powerful though. And it's something that we need to understand. The only people who can recognize the devil are the people who can recognize a God. And one of the reasons why I'm harping on this is I don't believe that we fully know how to recognize devils. Because like last week's video, because of the system of white supremacy, yes, you have some white people who are about challenging the system of white supremacy, but they look just like the white supremacists. And the white supremacists are so deceptive that they are now pretending to be white people who are challenging the system of white supremacy. So it's a bit more difficult to recognize the devil, and it's going to be difficult to recognize the God. So we have to get past the confusion. If we can get past the confusion, we could better recognize the devil and the God. That's how I'm going about it. If that's wrong, let me know. When a person asks you to talk about his or her religion or spiritual system, ask him or her the following questions. What is the name of your religion? What does your religion or spirituality require you to do in all areas of activity, including economics, education, entertainment, labor law, politics, religion, war, sex, war, and counter war? How is your religion helping you to become better at combating the system of white supremacy? How is your religion helping those who follow it combat the system of white supremacy? What does your religion or spiritual system require you to do in regards to me in all of my interactions with you in all areas of activity? Because these are great questions. Can any person be a member of and or be a part of your religion? If so, how? If not, why not? Are you doing your best to have all people be members of and or be part of your religion? If so, how? If not, why not? Should all persons who are interested in supporting your religion do the exact same things that you do in each area of activity? If not, why not? And that's a great question, because of course we know people are going to say, nah, people don't have to do the same thing. They're not getting it though. They're not getting it. What's the point? Like, you can't join a religion and then just start freestyling. That's why we got all these denominations now. Does your religion or spirituality require that you at all times speak and act to replace white supremacy with justice in all areas of activity? Well, we know the answer to that for a lot of people. We know the answer to that one, right? Should I expect you to practice all of the requirements of your religion or spiritualism at all times? If not, why not? And see, that's another these are all 8 great questions that Neely Fuller asked when talking about religion, or somebody's asking you about religion or trying to educate you about their religion. Because like the last question, should I expect you to practice all of the requirements of your religion at all times? For the most part, from the people that I've interacted with and I've experienced from who are religious and spiritual that answer to that question is no. They're not going to practice that at all times. And that's one of the issues, though, because the system of white supremacy is practiced at all times. Consistency. Can't pick and choose when you're going to practice it. The system of white supremacy is practiced at all times, 24/7, 365. There's no days off in the system of white supremacy. There's no days off in the religion of white supremacy. So there cannot be any days off in fighting white supremacy. Our fun has to be constructive fun that ultimately leads us to being able to overthrow the system of white supremacy or replace the system of white supremacy, however you want to say it. all of our fun, all of our religious activities, all of the sexual activities. We've covered this. Everything has to be constructive, everything that we do. Constructive doesn't mean dull. Constructive doesn't mean boring. Constructive doesn't mean monotonous. Constructive doesn't mean tedious. Constructive means just what it is. It's constructive. It's leading us to a positive end. It's leading us to the outcome that we actually want. What does